Both. It's your Bulls. It's our Bulls up 34-33 at halftime over top-seeded Colorado State. Gents, Kevin Massari, Rob Ryan, Mike Bunt. How are we doing tonight, and how do we feel about that first half from our UB Bulls?
I thought it was okay. I mean, I thought it was sluggish and sloppy at times. I thought the defense was lacking down low. Particularly, they ran out of gas there at the end. Did happen to come away with a 1-point lead at halftime, which is usually good in the White Cell era to have that lead going into halftime. That usually means they've adjusted. They'll be able to compete. It's kind of when they don't ever fight back often. So it's good to have that lead going into halftime. And I just want to see a little bit more out of the junior and seniors, the upperclassmen here. The bench is kind of given a little bit of a spark, but we need to see Sagu get going. We need to see Graves get going. Janathan's been as good as always, and Bala started to get going late. So Mike, what are you seeing right now? Rebounding looks pretty good, but I mean, I still see some defensive lapses for only allowing 33 points.
Honestly, for an NIT game, it's really as good as you can really expect. It's been sluggish, kind of ugly at times. Bulls' interior defense has been non-existent, giving up a lot of easy buckets, layups. But you know what? They have a lead against a team that was one of the first 4 teams out of the NCAA tournament. So you can't complain with that result. There's a couple players you want to see a little bit more out of, including Graves. But you never really know where players are at, if they're motivated or not. Right now, we're getting what we want to see, a competitive game with UB having a chance to advance to what would be the quarterfinals. So, Rob, you've seen a lot of UB basketball. I know it's not the NCAA tournament, but still got to be excited about the possibility of making a run here in the NIT.
Yeah, especially with how this season's gone, the beginning of the year, middle of the year. We didn't think we'd make it anywhere. We didn't think we'd make it past the quarters in the MAC tournament. We made it to the finals, sluggish in the finals, but tonight it's been back and forth. We were, like you guys said, we've been a little sluggish, but I've liked how we've done. I really like how we match up with this team. Yes, they're very defensive, but this team they're not a great 3-point shooter like us, so it's mostly inside game. So if Josh can get a little better defense, which we saw in the last few minutes, which Colorado State went on a drought. So I think we could pull it off the second half. We'll see how it goes. But if a little tighter on defense, and I think the shots will start falling for us.
Maniac, you're my favorite. That makes me feel great. Thank you, Robbie. Shout out E. Stegman in the chat. Oh my gosh, what do I got? A frog in my throat? I don't know what the hell's going on. But right now, the Bulls are charging through the Rams. One thing I would like to see, guys, let's pick one player for the second half we'd like to see maybe a little bit more out of, maybe have Jonathan keep doing what he's doing. But my guy is Javon Graves. I think if he's dictating, if he's breaking into that lane, not only will he get better opportunities for himself, he'll be able to pop it out to Sagu. He'll be able to pop it out to Fagan, who started hot tonight. Nickelberry, I don't even know if he's had a shot yet, but, I mean, hey, he could catch fire. Let's have Javon dictate. We wanted it to happen all year, and when it does, this team tends to be successful. If they come strong out the gate with Javon, I think they'll be strong. Who are you guys looking for in this final 20 minutes?
Yeah, I mean, they always come out strong to start halves. They get that rest. They come out with fire, kind of talk about some corrections. It's usually the strong point of UB's game right now coming out. And the name of the game is, can they keep it up and keep going strong? So those are the things you're looking for. But I got to see more out of Sagu here in this half. He's the guy that I want to see take a step next year, and I'd like to see him get going now. I think it was Mike that sent us a chat that he's 27 or 28%. And that's Graves for the season at 3. It's just not good enough. I mean, where did you fall short in the MAC championship game? It's some of those things. Sagu needing to take that extra step. It's Graves needing to not regress like that. He added a lot to rebounding and a lot of fringe benefit to the program. So that's obviously always respected. But Mike, I mean, I just got to see more out of those two. I mean, it's that simple. If they want to go far in this game, if they want to go far in this entire tournament, those two are going to need to come on. Like we say, out of the big 3, you can't have 2 down. You can get by with only 1 having a bad game.
Yeah, Sagu's the easy answer. That's what I would have gone with. But since you already said him, I want to see Fagan have a strong second half. I thought he was solid in the first half. He had 6 points, had a 3. Was looking solid. The one thing I'm a little worried about right now, I don't know if it's the interior defense in the paint or if it's the guard play exposing the bigs down low and making them vulnerable. But UB is allowing way too many layups, way too many wide open looks. I don't know, like I said, is it the guards being too aggressive and leaving the bigs in trouble, or is it something that Mbala can get taken care of in the second half? That's my biggest key. Got to play tougher defense. Too many open looks that really hurt them in the first half.
Couldn't have said it better. That's why you get your bun analysis. Give it to me, Robbie.
Yeah, I think I'm also going to go with Javon. I don't know if they're playing a weaker defender on him today or not, but it seems like he's been getting a lot of open looks, and he's been driving the lane. So I think hopefully he'll get it going in the second half, and that'll be benefit if they still allowing his open shots and whatnot.
And I want to add one thing quick before Maniac takes over. These NIT games, you never know what type of motivation you have. It's a good sign from Graves that he's taking shots. That means he's mentally in this game. The scary thing, though, is you're not seeing any results from that. He had an open three that I thought might have almost become an air ball if that was him. I believe it was him in the corner.
It was.
That was scary.
That was odd. It was definitely out of whack. Yeah, like you said.
I believe he's motivated right now. We just need those results to change in the second half.
And likewise with the NIT motivation, you're talking about a Colorado State team that was the first team out. They're playing in a much lesser tournament, just facts being facts. You know, they had that initial spurt at the beginning where they had about a 5-point lead. But besides that, UB was kind of able to dictate the pace after. And speaking of dictating the pace, we obviously have a ton of NCAA action going on. Let's go around the horn real quick. Kevin, Robbie, Mike, what was your favorite thing so far today? And maybe what's your favorite game you're looking forward to tomorrow?
Man, that's a tough one, but I like Loyola Chicago. I like the way they played. I like the way they came out hungry. I do think that we'll see what they can do going forward, but that's a team that I really liked. I picked them in this matchup, but I'm really looking forward to see how they match up against the number 1 seed guys. I mean, that's one of the things I'm looking forward to this weekend.
Obviously, the crazy game today was Ohio State getting upset by Oral Roberts. That was incredible. My highlight of the day, though, wasn't actually that. It was watching Colgate take on Arkansas. I covered a kid by the name of Jack Ferguson when he was in high school. And if you guys watched any of that Colgate game in the beginning, he was lighting it up against Arkansas. 52% three-point shooter on the season. That's something UB could have used this year. I wish they had a guy like Jack Ferguson. Obviously, tomorrow, you know what I'm looking forward to. I'm 7:15 Ohio versus Virginia, and then 1:45 St. Bonaventure versus LSU. Two teams that I'm going to be hyped to see, but Kev's going to root against. Yep, expect that. But if I want to pick one game outside of that, I want to see Winthrop. That team only lost one game all season. I want to see if they're for real and if they actually have a chance of knocking off a 5 seed and advancing to the second round.
Yeah, I mean, I think my most exciting one today was definitely Florida and Virginia Tech. The tying 3 to go to overtime, and then the Trey Mann 3 in overtime. That was a very exciting game. Definitely looking forward to the Winthrop game. Definitely because Gillespie is out, and then tomorrow, I'm looking forward to Nate Oates. Got to see what he's all about. He's won games here, but he's never made it past the round of 32. He's a much better team right now. We got to see what he's made of.
Will be very interesting to see. And, of course, all eyes will be on the Mac Bunts Bobcats. Folks, we are underway here in the second half. Let's get a strong second half. All UB has to do is win it or hold serve, and they will be on to the second round of the NIT tournament. Let's bear down. Let's take down the Rams, and let's get those horns up. Let's go, Bulls.